you're going to die. And before you do, you're going to waste most of your life scrolling, working jobs you hate, and telling yourself you'll start living tomorrow. Tomorrow is a lie. You have approximately 30,000 days on this earth. If you're 30 years old, you've already burned through 11,000 of them. Most people act as though they have 300,000 days. They don't. And neither do you. This isn't about cramming more into your calendar. This is about radically redesigning how you think about time, energy, relationships, career, and legacy. Because while you've been sleepwalking through your existence, your life has been slipping away, one meaningless day at a time. Time feels faster as you age. But why? As children, new experiences made time crawl. Every day was an adventure, every moment stretched into eternity. As adults, your repetitive routines blur your days into an indistinguishable mass. This is time blindness. Your brain, in its efficiency, stops recording repetitive moments. It skips over the mundane, the routine, the predictable, and suddenly, years have vanished without a trace. Here's your first wake-up call. Break your routines. Try something new every week. Learn, explore, challenge yourself. Your brain will wake up and time will stretch again. We overestimate what we can accomplish in a day, but we catastrophically underestimate what we can transform in a year. Stop thinking in days. Start thinking in decades. Being busy is not the same as being productive. Being busy is often just elaborate procrastination, a way to avoid confronting what truly matters. Ask yourself this question, and answer it honestly. Will this matter on my deathbed? Will the hours you spent scrolling social media matter? Will the gossip, the drama, the meaningless meetings matter? Will any of it matter when you're drawing your final breath? Use the to-list strategy. Write down everything you want to accomplish. Everything. Now circle your top 3 priorities. The rest? That's your avoid at all costs list. Those aren't just lower priorities. They're distractions that will steal your life if you let them. Cut the distractions. Invest in what matters daily. Because time compounds like money, and you've been spending yours on worthless investments. Every interaction you have is either a deposit or a withdrawal from your relationship bank account. You cannot withdraw love, respect, or support if you never invested them in the first place. Forget grand gestures. Daily micro interactions matter more. The way you greet your partner in the morning, the attention you give your children when they speak, the respect you show strangers. These moments accumulate into the quality of your entire existence. Shared struggle builds deeper bonds than shared pleasure. The friends who helped you move, who stayed with you through crisis, who challenged you to grow, these are your true allies. The ones who only show up for the good times are merely acquaintances, wearing the mask of friendship. Even your casual connections, your weak ties, open doors to opportunities you cannot imagine. Nurture them. A brief conversation with a stranger might change the trajectory of your entire life. Stop climbing ladders. Build jungle gyms instead. The best opportunities exist just outside your comfort zone, in what researchers call the adjacent possible. One step beyond what you know, one skill beyond what you've mastered. In your 20s and 30s, optimize for learning, not money. The skills you develop, the experiences you accumulate, the networks you build, these will compound into wealth that money alone cannot buy. Comfort is career quicksand. The moment you become too comfortable, you stop growing. And when you stop growing, you start dying, professionally and personally. Build rare skill combinations. Don't just be good at one thing. Be the person who understands both technology and psychology, both finance and creativity, both leadership and technical execution. Become irreplaceable. Your health is not separate from your life. Your health is your life. Your energy determines everything, your capacity to love, to create, to contribute, to experience joy. Sleep is not optional, it's your brain's reset button. Without adequate sleep, you're operating at a fraction of your potential, making decisions with a compromised mind, living a diminished existence. Start micro workouts daily. Movement equals clarity. Your body and mind are not separate entities. When your body is strong, your mind is sharp. When your body is neglected, your thoughts become foggy, your emotions unstable. Your morning self makes plans with optimism and energy. Your evening self needs systems, not willpower. Design your life around this truth. Teach to learn faster. This is the teacher effect. When you explain something to another person, you're forced to organize your thoughts, identify gaps in your understanding, and solidify your knowledge. Teaching is learning accelerated. Read biographies. A biography is a lifetime of wisdom compressed into hours. Learn from the mistakes and triumphs of those who came before you. Their failures can save you years of wrong turns. Stay strategically bad at some things. Deliberate amateurism. You cannot be excellent at everything, and the attempt will make you mediocre at everything. Choose your battles. Master what matters. Delegate or eliminate the rest. Know when to quit. Quitting is not failure. Quitting is freeing up space for something better. The sunk cost fallacy has destroyed more dreams than any external obstacle ever could. Emotions are 90-second chemical reactions. After that, it's a choice. You can choose to feed the emotion, to replay the trigger, to marinate in the feeling. Or you can choose to let it pass and respond from a place of clarity rather than reactivity. Learn to regulate, not suppress. Suppressed emotions don't disappear. They accumulate, building pressure until they explode in ways that damage relationships and sabotage your goals. Vulnerability, used wisely, builds trust faster than fake perfection ever could. People connect with authenticity, not with your highlight reel. Show your struggles, share your failures. Let others see that you're human. Avoiding difficult conversations creates emotional debt. That debt compounds with interest, growing larger and more destructive over time. Have the hard conversations now while they're still manageable. Unexpressed gratitude is worthless. Express it. Tell people how they've impacted your life. Don't wait for their funeral to share your appreciation. More money does not equal more freedom. Lifestyle inflation steals both your wealth and your time. The more you spend, the more you need to earn. The more you need to earn, the less freedom you have. Smart people rent stuff and buy experiences. Objects depreciate. Experiences appreciate in your memory, becoming richer and more meaningful over time. Live below your means to buy opportunity. When opportunity knocks, you need resources to answer. If you're living paycheck to paycheck, you're trapped, unable to take risks that could transform your life. Measure wealth by time margin, not income. How long could you survive without working? That's your real wealth. That's your freedom. Creativity is not magic. It's mechanical. Turn on the faucet. Let the bad ideas flow. You cannot edit a blank page, but you can refine a rough draft. Most people never start because they're waiting for the perfect idea. Perfect ideas don't exist. Good ideas emerge from the wreckage of bad ones. Constraints unlock genius. Give yourself boundaries, deadlines, limitations. Infinite possibilities paralyze. Finite possibilities liberate. Create first, judge later. Your inner critic is not your friend during the creative process. It's a saboteur, designed to keep you safe and mediocre. Silence it until the work is done. Combine skills others don't. Your creative superpower lies not in mastering one discipline, but in connecting disparate fields in ways others cannot imagine. You don't need more time, you need more energy. Time is fixed, energy is renewable. Manage your energy and you'll accomplish more in less time than you ever thought possible. Audit your life ruthlessly. What gives you energy? What drains it? Cut what doesn't serve you. Protect what does. Your energy is your most precious resource. Guard it accordingly. Strategic incompetence. Be deliberately bad at unimportant tasks. Don't waste your energy perfecting things that don't matter. Save your excellence for what counts. Recovery multiplies your impact. Rest is not laziness. Rest is preparation. The strongest athletes understand this. The most productive people understand this. You must understand this. Networking is not collecting contacts, it's planting seeds. Real relationships are built through time, vulnerability, and shared experiences. You cannot fake genuine connection, and you cannot rush authentic trust. Build friendships before you need them. You cannot build a community the moment you need one. Relationships require investment over time. Start now, while you don't need anything from anyone. Help others without expecting immediate returns. The universe keeps a ledger, and generosity compounds in ways you cannot predict or control. Mental models are shortcuts for thinking, but remember, the map is not the territory. Your models are tools, not truth. Use them, but don't become enslaved by them. Use second-order thinking. Don't just ask what happens next. Ask what happens after that, and after that. Most people stop at first-order consequences and wonder why they're surprised by the results. Don't just gather facts. Recognize patterns. Facts are data points. Patterns are wisdom. The ability to see patterns where others see chaos is the difference between success and failure. Try inverse thinking. Instead of asking how to succeed, ask how you might be causing your own failure. Instead of asking what you want, ask what you're unconsciously avoiding. The answers will surprise you. You don't find your ideal life, you build it. Life is not a treasure hunt where happiness is hidden somewhere, waiting to be discovered. Life is a construction project where happiness is created through intentional choices, daily habits, and long-term vision. Your life is a portfolio not just of investments, but of experiences, relationships, skills, and contributions. Diversify wisely. Some investments will fail, others will exceed your wildest expectations. Run life experiments. Change one small thing and watch momentum build. You don't need to overhaul your entire existence overnight. Small changes consistently applied create massive transformations over time. Define your own success metrics. Don't use society's scorecard to measure your life. Society doesn't know your dreams, your values, your definition of fulfillment. Create your own metrics and live by them. Track your progress monthly to prevent yearly regrets. What gets measured gets managed. What gets managed gets improved. What gets improved gets lived. This video is not a motivational high. It's a manual for intentional living. Motivation fades, systems endure, inspiration is temporary, transformation is permanent. Time will pass regardless of what you do. The question is not whether time will pass. The question is what you will do with the time you have left. Start with one idea, one shift, one experiment. You don't need to implement everything at once. You need to start somewhere, and you need to start now. Because someday is a lie. Someday is the graveyard of dreams, the cemetery of potential, the final resting place of everything you could have been but never became. Today is your only guarantee. This moment is your only certainty. What you do right now with this information, with this awareness, with this opportunity, this will determine whether you look back on your life with pride or regret. The choice is yours. It has always been yours, and it will always be yours. If this video has awakened something in you, if it has disturbed your comfortable sleep, if it has challenged you to live differently, then subscribe to this channel. Join a community of people who refuse to waste their one precious life. Because together, we can build lives worth living. The clock is ticking. Your life is waiting. What will you do with the time you have left?